offer more perspective on all of this is NewsNation legal contributor Jesse Weber. Jesse, it's always good to see you. It does seem like this is going to be tricky for the prosecution. This seems like a tricky case for them.
It seems highly problematic for them. I mean, first of all, put aside the question of, can they get an impartial jury? Can they get a jury to stay on this and not feel sympathy for the defendant? There are major problems with what happened. This crime scene was rather large. And when you deal with something, a shot over maybe 100 yards, it becomes a question of identification. This key witness, DRR, what exactly did he see happen and how close was he to this? But I also want to focus on the trajectory. So apparently the victim was shot in an upward trajectory. If you're dealing with a flat ranch, that becomes a question of, is the defendant the one who actually fired that weapon, and how so? So you're dealing with issues of, is he actually the person who fired the gun and killed this person, or is there something greater at stake here? And on top of the fact that you're dealing with the jury and you're dealing with these other issues, I don't know if the prosecution is going to continue this case or let alone get a conviction.
Well, it seemed like they were going to drop the charges for a little bit because they weren't able to find that witness. I mean, it was like the person just disappeared. How could they move forward? You mentioned it. They already don't have a lot of evidence. And then the witness was gone. According to Ali, it seems like the witness is now resurfaced. So things are going to move forward, I guess, for now.
So that key witness with respect to the murder charge and the aggravated assault with respect to that witness, there was another individual who was also, Mr. Kelly was charged with aggravated assault of that witness. They can't find him, so they dropped the charges. Yeah. That makes sense. I will tell you, when I'm listening to Ali's conversation with Mr. Kelly, and now that we know the defense is not calling any of these 5 experts, it seems like he's going to take the stand. That's who they're relying on. Now, they may have these consultants, these experts as consultants to cross-examine the state's experts, but I think this is him going to tell his story to this jury about what he did that day and why he felt it was necessary to fire a shot, but he didn't kill anybody.
It's interesting they're not allowing the text messages because that was going to be bad for Kelly. I mean, I was reading over them. He was complaining about drug trafficking, undocumented migrants, talking about shooting many rounds, referencing carrying an AK-47. That's obviously a win for Kelly. Are you surprised they threw those out?
No, the judge felt that was overly prejudicial, and we've used this term before, not with respect to this defendant, but another one, locker room talk. Yeah. That's what it basically was. It was Kelly saying, he was complaining about the migrant crisis. He was saying he was locked and loaded and ready to go. There was a part of me that thought some of those text messages would have come in, but remember, he's not charged with first-degree murder. This is not premeditated. This is second-degree murder. This is he acted recklessly and showed an indifference to human life. If it was him planning to kill migrants, I think those messages would have come in. The fact that he's not charged with that, I'm not surprised.
Interesting distinction there. Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. Jesse, thanks as always.
Good seeing you.
It's always good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, still to come to the...
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.